Well, Saturday we were flying. The weather was nice, the views were just amazing. It just felt great. It was mid-Wales to North Wales to mid-Wales. Always knew that was going to be difficult. And then overnight I got a little bit cold. Myself and Chris were just sat there. No, we still had one more climb to do. And it was hard work. I'm Dave Hawkes, I'm part of the MERIDA Bicycles UK team, and this is my Welsh coast to coast story. Last year I lost my dad to cancer, so I just wanted to do something good. There's a charity called Macmillan Cancer Support, and they were fantastic in looking after my dad and my family. When I knew that the route went through this little village called Webley in Herefordshire, that's where my dad lived, and I kind of decided then that I was going to do this ride and try and raise some money. The plan is tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock, we're going to set off from Chepstow in South Wales. We're going to head up through the Brecon Beacons to Mahuntleth, then towards Snowdon, arriving in Anglesey at the Menai Bridge, hopefully for about midnight, North Wales. So that's going to be about 200 miles, and then I'm turning around and then coming all the way back down through mid Wales to Webley and Ross and White to hopefully get back to Chepstow Sunday night at 9 o'clock. I'm nervous, nervously excited. This is going to be more than a bike ride for me. Obviously it's going to be quite a physical but emotional journey, and but really excited as well. Just a few miles outside of Chepstow, but I don't know if you can see the sunrise. Pretty gorgeous. Okay, so we're 20 miles in. It's about 7 o'clock and we're coming up to Brecon Beacons. We've got Abergavenny in about 6 miles. So these are some of the first hills that we're going to approach and start climbing. Feeling okay. The sun's been absolutely gorgeous this morning, sunrise, so yeah, feeling good. And see what lies ahead. Oh, wow. Okay, decision time. So we're 84 miles in, making our way up to Mahuntleth. So Neil lives about 15 miles down that road. So Neil, is it going to be down that road or up that road to Mahuntleth?
Mate,
where's he going to go, A or B?
on a day like today, how can I resist? Got to be that way.
Oh, he's doing it. We're cracking on. So this is Lake Clywedog. We are in proper Wales now. It's been a fair bit of climbing for the last hour or so. So we got drawn into this false sense this morning where we were just making really good time and relatively flat. But yeah, it's been a little bit tough the last 10 miles, and the sun is still shining, which is lovely. So I think just around the corner we've got a little place called Stay Little. We're going to meet Darren and Jen there, just have another bit of food, and then drop down into Mahuntleth. And we're going to meet Chris in Mahuntleth, and he's going to be joining us for the section up to Anglesey, and then back down to Mahuntleth on the return leg. And he's doing the night shift with me, so it's the bit which I haven't been looking forward to, but I'm sure we'll be fine. That's where we're heading. Right over there. Top of the third highest ascent, and tell you what, it doesn't get more beautiful than this. And we've got a hell of a descent coming up now, all the way down into Mac. This is just stunning. One of the reasons why I wanted to do this ride was just taking these views. It's just, Wales never fails. Okay, this is the quarter point, so just over 100 miles. We're in Machynlleth, and I don't know if you can see on my shoulder, so just having our next feed stop and being joined by my boss Chris. So Chris is doing the horrid night shift with me. So Machynlleth all the way up to Anglesey, and he's coming back down here tomorrow morning. So he's on for about 150 miles, and yeah, bit of a break, and then we're going to set off again and head up to Anglesey.
Awesome! Mr. Hawk! That's a bigger smile than 5 o'clock this morning!
Pretty damn bumpy. Hills all of a sudden started to close in. Can mean only one thing: we're going up. Evening all, 8 o'clock, and we've been on the road now 15 hours, 160 miles. Starting to get a little bit serious now. We've been climbing for the last hour, and we're just approaching Snowdon. I can see it there in the distance, and yeah, it's the word we've been using is wow, and I'll show you. That's where we're heading. Those buildings, that's Snowdon. That's the view down the valley we've just come up. Beautiful. We got to Menai Bridge by 10 o'clock, I think it was.
Yeah.
Just felt great. And then overnight, I got a little bit cold. It was mid Wales to North Wales to mid Wales. Always knew that was going to be difficult because of all the hills. But just mid-Gs and cold and tired, my knees were hurting. Yeah. Morning all, it's 5:30. Been on the bike 24 hours now. We're up to 240 miles. Just outside Machynlleth again. So we're now working down to Newtown and Webley. I'm not gonna lie, I'm hurting. I'm finding it quite tough at the moment. But just check this out. That makes it all worthwhile. Second sunrise.
So back at the van, it's 6:15. 15 and a bit hours, 146 miles, nearly 9,000 feet of climbing, and I'm absolutely spent. And I take my hat off to that boy. I don't have no idea how he's going to do it. Just exhausting.
So, just gone 10 o'clock in the morning, Sunday. This is the first time of the whole ride. I I'm by myself. Chris and Neil have left me. We're just outside Newtown, and this hill is called Dolver. It's the highest climb of the whole route. I can't remember how much feet there is, but the good news is we're into double digits now. I've got less than 90 miles to go. I'm really hurting, but that spurred me on no end that we're getting to the end of this now. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day. Great way to finish. Can't quite believe we're almost at the end. Hey, kiddo. Sunday, don't know what time it is. Afternoon. It's been Scorchio. 330 odd miles in. We've got 30 to go. Just about to drop down to Monmouth, and then quick dash into Chepstow. We've almost done it. Can't believe it. Almost back at Chepstow, 8 miles.
Yay!
It's just been unbelievable. Made me tired.
As hard as you thought, or?
Harder.
Oh really?
Yeah. I didn't bite off more than I could chew, but I sort of pushed myself to the limits.
What would you say would be like the darkest moment of the whole?
I think about 3 o'clock this morning, we got to Cody Brennan, and it was dark, it was miserable, you know, mid-G's. It was a long drag of a straight to get down there, and then when we finished, got to the bottom of Dolgethny, and it was a hell of a climb to the top, and it was just sapid. We got to the top, and I think both myself and Chris were just sat there, head in hands. No, we still had one more climb to do, and it was hard work. You were pedalling, but it just felt as if you're going through treacle. You know, it was just hard work. But on the flip side of that, there were so many more positives and great experiences that just, you know, you forget about the bad ones. Yeah, it's been amazing. I've had fantastic support. So Neil, he did 200 miles top to bottom. Chris did 150 miles through the night. I was really struggling this morning, and we had one big climb, Divis Maudi, and he just pulled me all the way to the top of that. And then Davin and Jen, the support, they looked after us. None of this would have happened without all of those, you know, being involved. It was just, you know, a proper team effort. Yeah.
Okay. Did you get like a bit of a second wind at the end, or third or fourth or fifth wind maybe?
Porridge tub, that's all it took. A porridge tub, and I was flying, and then we'd stop, another porridge tub, and it was great. But so this little live tracker that we had, that's been fantastic. So there's been so many positive comments and people just texting Davin and Michelle, Davin and Jen, just saying, you know, we're watching it, we're stalking him, we can see where he is. It's, you know, just getting their investment and their, you know, just good luck messages. You know, it really helps you to, you know, focus, and you know you can do it, you know, with their support.